Alright, let's see what Game 2 has in store for us. We're on Redshift for this TVT. Is a best of 3. Latios took the first game, and you know, you'd have to say that tigerlion had plenty of opportunities to win the game, but just didn't take them. A lot of indecision. You know, pull in like 20 Marines home to deal with 1 Reaper or something. Nah, you know. But yeah, what I'd love to see from both of these players is just quicker tech paths, really. If you're going to be going Marine heavy early game, either use them or don't go Marine heavy early game. You know what I mean? Just but climb that tech tree. You can't still be on Marine only at past 10 minutes. You just can't. You've got to, at the very least, have medevacs to support them, and ideally siege tanks and medevacs to support them. And definitely upgrades too. Yeah. So, interesting. Engineering Bay coming down for Latios very early. So maybe he's going to try and do some sort of 1-1 timing. That is normally what you'd expect from a very early eBay from a turn. Again, tigerlion's going to be the one that's going to come out and do some scouting. I'm not sure Latios did any scouting in the last game. Is he just going to... You're actually kidding me? What game am I watching? What in the actual... What? I mean, really? I'm going to need a minute here. So SCV comes across the map to scout, kills 2 Marines, and then doesn't actually bother to go up the ramp to do the job it went for. So scouting information 0, but 2 Marines killed by an SCV. Okay. So tigerlion going 4 racks again. Yay! Combat shield. Perfect. This is good. However, over on the other side of the map, Latios is going to have Hellions, and Hellions, as long as they've got some support, trade pretty well with Marines. I mean, they die quickly, but the fact that they do splash damage, if you've got your own Marines to back them up, they can definitely give you an edge. Splash damage is good against Marines. Now, these guys are coming out onto the map over on this right hand side. Not entirely sure what they're doing over there. Perhaps Latios is unaware that this map does not spawn diagonally opposite. I don't know. It is beginning to look that way. I'm not really sure where he's off to here. Yeah. So let's see how he gets on. You can see the splash there from the Hellions does actually make quite a big difference. As I said, the Hellions do die pretty fast, but let's just hang on. If we just kind of look at this engage a little bit slower, army supply wise, tigerlion 30 to 26 of Latios. Now a lot of that 30 is up in the main base, but it is coming down now, so there is definitely an army advantage. Some of that supply, of course, is in production, but yeah, once these start shooting and getting a bit of splash on these Marines, you can see that this engagement is actually horrible for tigerlion, because only half of his army was involved in it. The splash wasn't actually great from the Hellions. You do have to micro them a little bit, because the way that they do splash is in a straight line. So once the Marines have formed a battle line like that, you need to move the Hellions around to the end of it and shoot up the line to maximize the splash effect. But no matter, tigerlion does clean this up and has now got a Hellion of his own. You know, I'd absolutely love to see a siege tank in this game. Normally, like, TVT is just an absolute festival of siege tanks. Siege tanks, and then the Ravens come out to disable the siege tanks, and then the Vikings come out to counter the Ravens. You know, it's all good. But there, you know, if one player built 1 siege tank, they'd probably win right now. Anyway, it's a big queue of Hellions. And it looks like Latios is just kind of going to keep butting his head against this until something happens. He has got a... Oof, that is quite the wrecking. He has got a significant worker advantage right now. You know, so maybe he is going to wait for a bit, build some stuff up. He's researching some stuff. He's already got 1-1 and has got queued up 2-2. So no combat shield, however. So the +1 armor does not do as much as combat shield, not even close. However, they work in different ways. Combat shield simply adds 10 to the health. +1 armor reduces 1 from the damage of each incoming attack. So against Marines, that is effective. Against the splash damage from Hellions and stuff, that is effective. Against Marauders, it is not. This is not the way to attack in a line. You want all of your stuff to be shooting at once. So this time it's tigerlion that comes in and gets cleaned up pretty handily. What's he got left at home? 35 supply of army, looks okay. I'd love to see the Widowmine burrowed, maybe here, because it could really do some damage. And I wouldn't hit a bunker. So this game's really swinging sort of backward and forward, with each player sort of marching across the map, getting their ass handed to them, marching home again. Oh, well, actually not even. And then, you know, the other player taking a turn to march across the map, getting their ass handed to them. Bit weird. However, Latios has got the third up. The winner of this game is really going to be the first person to either really amp up their production or to start building. Like, why not a medevac, please? There's nothing in the air to shoot. You haven't seen a single flying unit out of Latios, and he doesn't even have the ability to make them. So what are these Vikings going to do in a fight? Not really clear on that. Right, so it's Latios' turn. Oh no, it was not a pretty engagement. I don't like the running out to meet this. Like, why would, like, you know, defender's advantage is all about the idea that your opponent's turning up in a line like this and you're already in position. So why would you run into your opponent and throw away that advantage? There just isn't anything left now for tigerlion, and this game is going to go the way of the first. Again, you know, I'd have freaking loved to have seen a medevac. I would have absolutely loved it. I'd have loved a siege tank. We saw some Widowmines, but I don't think any of them were ever burrowed. So none of them ever fired. This one's just going to walk into the middle here and get shot in the face. Flying the CC around, but you know why? Yeah, another Widowmine is just going to run about and get shot. So it is going to be GG. Not the most convincing TVT I've ever seen. Not the most convincing. Some positives, you know, plenty of units built on both sides. So there is that, but you do need to pay a little bit of attention to the tech. Get some medevacs on the go, please. Get some siege tanks on the go. And yeah, win. GG.